Rise, Meg.
There is a great disturbance in the Force.
Hey guys, how are you doing today? I'm Star Wars Meg, back with another Mandalorian Season 2 video. So Chapter 14, The Tragedy, dropped on Friday, and as I said in my full breakdown, it was without a doubt one of my favourite Mandalorian episodes ever. It was an action-packed one and it was full of surprises. We got to see Boba Fett back in action and in top form for the first time since Return of the Jedi. There were some plot twists with the Razor Crest being blown up and Grogu was taken by Moff Gideon, so now we are all on the edge of our seats and anticipating what comes next for the final 2 episodes of the season. If anything, after Chapter 14, we are left with more questions than answers, and I think they've built up suspense in a fantastic way. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my plot predictions for Chapter 15, and we'll be speaking about ideas for how this season of Mando will end. So I will just quickly say before I get into the video properly that this is just my predictions as a humble Star Wars fan who's done her research and who really loves the franchise. I do get things wrong sometimes, guys, and I'm not saying for 1 second that everything that I say in this video will come true. These are just my predictions. So take everything with a pinch of salt, and without much further ado and without any more jibber jabber, let's get into it. So I will make it clear that this season, being the middle season of the projected 4 seasons of the show, is going to end in tragedy. It seems that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are setting up the ending of the season to be one of grief and despair for our hero Mando and of course Grogu. Now, I've heard some other YouTubers claim that Djarin might die, but I do not see this happening whatsoever. Remember, he is the titular character of the show, and killing him off would not only be senseless, but actually quite a foolish move. So I can almost guarantee you that Mando is going to survive this season. Boba Fett might die, and another hero might die as well, but I think Djarin is staying put on the show. So my first prediction for Chapter 15 is that it's going to be a quest for Mando to gather all potential allies to help him face off with Moff Gideon, which I think we're going to see in the finale in 2 weeks' time. This season has just flown by, guys. We just have 2 episodes left. So at the end of Chapter 14, Mando went to Navarro and asked Cara Dune for info on the prisoner Mayfeld, who is Bill Burr's character that we saw in Season 1. So I think Chapter 15 will focus on Mando breaking him out in order to recruit help to save Grogu. The episode will be leading up to a massive conclusion for Season 2. The finale episode, which is on the 18th of December, will be a huge one, where I believe all of the allies that Mando has gathered this season are going to help him face off against Moff Gideon and the Imperial Remnant. We will for sure see Boba Fett, Fennec Shand, and potentially even other allies that we've seen in this season, like Bo-Katan and the Nite Owls, and of course, Cobb Vanth. With regards to the end of the season, do not expect it to be satisfying. It will be a massive cliffhanger with plot twists that will baffle us. So the secret to the anticipation for this current season was that before it dropped, we were desperately hypothesizing and speculating on how the season would play out, and we can guarantee that the same thing will happen for Season 3 next year. Now, on the subject of Ahsoka Tano, a few of you have asked me what I think, and as I've stated a few times before, I don't think we're going to see her again this season. I think her story arc here on out was determined through her appearance in the quest of Chapter 13 and will be continued in her own spin-off series, which is currently in the works at Lucasfilm. She's in pursuit of Grand Admiral Thrawn to find the long-lost Ezra Bridger, who was last seen at the end of Rebels. So speaking of Ezra, wouldn't it be awesome if he made an appearance at the end of the season? Now, he most likely won't, and I'm sure you guys have differing opinions on this, so please let me know, but it is an option. Speaking of the Jedi, as I stated in yesterday's video, Grogu probably reached out to at least one Jedi when he was in a Force trance on the Seeing Stone of Tython. It is very likely that a huge Jedi cameo is on the way, probably not in Chapter 15, but in the season finale. I personally believe that it will be Luke Skywalker, but other options include Cal Kestis, Leia Organa, Ezra Bridger, and even maybe Mace Windu. As for next week's episode, Chapter 15, another prediction is that we might see the Armorer. The wise keeper of Mandalorian tradition and creed has not been seen yet in this season. Portrayed by my friend, the wonderful Emily Swallow, the Armourer might be a key component to the next chapter in this season. Think about it. Mando sought her out in times of need. At this point, he has lost almost everything. Grogu has been taken, the Razor Crest has been obliterated, and he needs solace in a time of desperation. Who better to turn to than the one who was responsible for the creation of Clan Mudhorn, the Clan of Two? Plus, Mando has returned to Navarro, where she was last seen, and she might be imprisoned too. I predict that he will break her out along with Mayfeld. I predict that this season will be focused on the mission and struggle of freeing them, and will end with the reunion of Mando, the Armourer, and Mayfeld, along with new allies as well, Boba Fett and Fennec Shand. There is also the possibility that Greef Karga and Cara Dune might give up their responsibilities on Navarro temporarily to join in as well. The episode will most likely end with our team of heroes heading off in the Slave One to save Grogu. I think it was so awesome seeing Slave One again for the first time since the original trilogy, and it's really nice that Dave Filoni included it in this season. So our heroes will head off to save Grogu, which will tease a huge confrontation in the season finale between Moff Gideon, the Imperial Remnant, the Dark Troopers, and of course our heroes and allies. So what do you guys think of my predictions? What are your ones for the next episode and also for the season finale? How do you think the season will end leading into season 3, which hopefully drops next year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. I'm Star Wars Meg, wishing you a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. And I just want to say that if you're feeling generous, please also consider heading on to my Patreon. For just $2 or $10 a month, you can get exclusive access to content that is not found here on YouTube. And these include Star Wars Explained videos, as well as my Megasodes, which is my uncensored, unedited podcast, whereby I talk about what's going on in the world of Star Wars. So I'm wishing you a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. Have a good one.